Is that right?
Hey people, welcome back.
Is that all right? You seem kind of dark over there.
That's what I was saying. I don't know what it is.
I think it's because where you got that light position is usually over there. Let me move it. Hold on, y'all. Welcome. I'm trying to get out of here.
Yeah, go see if it'll. I don't know. It might work. It might not.
Yeah,
Didn't do nothing.
Yes, it did. It did something to your face.
It don't do nothing on this. This is what you were saying. It was dark. It didn't do anything there. I still don't see no difference, but whatever. Hey y'all, welcome back to another Marriage Monday.
That made you brighter.
I am Jamie.
What's up?
And this is Damien, and
I can introduce myself. I'm Damien.
Marriages. I do this every week. Don't do that. I can't see how short second did though.
Let me sit back.
Maybe too far back. I'm gonna be too far away. Let's see. Uh-oh, I turned it down. I see some people there.
I didn't turn mine down. Hey, Angie.
Hey, Facebook Live. Hey, Instagram. Baby, I got this. We do this every week. I know it's not gonna do anything yet, because it takes a while to feed over here.
It already beeped you. You didn't hear it.
I heard it, but it's not on Marriage's Real page. Not Damien.
I'm talking about Damien. Not Marriage is Real.
No, Damien.
Hey, Fallon. Hey, Brother Carey. What's going on? Miss Diva Johnson. I'm tripping.
Hey, cousin. Hey, girl. What's going on? You know I like it. Where is?
Can you stop singing?
Why?
Why are you singing?
We just waiting on the people to come in. What is my singing? What that's doing to you? Carrie Davis sing. Hey, Carrie Davis.
What are you on right here?
I'm on Facebook Live. This
So
is
why-
the same thing we do every
But I'm
week.
saying he said hello on my page, but I can see it over there.
Because damn it, this is my phone, so it's commenting since you shared it with me. Anytime somebody comments, I can see their comments.
But that's Marriage is Real.
This is my phone, though. It's not the page. It's my phone. I'm getting alerts to my phone.
Oh.
Just sit over there and do Marriage is Real, because you acting like you don't even know how to do this today. The thing today. Marriage is Real.
Oh, that's your personal page.
No, that is Facebook Live.
I know it's Facebook Live.
It's not
What's
my
up,
personal
Striving for
page.
Greatness?
It's Marriage is Real's page.
Oh, you're going there so you can read the comments?
No, I'm going here so that I can share this with my page like I do every week. So people can
But they
share
already
from
see it when I tag you.
they can see it from Marriage is Real, so that they can share the Marriage is Real page and not Damian Johnson. You see what I'm saying?
Oh, okay.
We didn't have this conversation.
No, we
so
haven't.
many
She
times,
just be
y'all.
doing stuff over there.
Yes, we have. Hey, y'all. Hey, Striving for Greatness. Welcome back. Thank you for joining us again.
Today is June 4th, 2018. Valentine, just let her do this.
Thank you, Fallon. High five.
We not finna have no feminist movement tonight. No, just playing. She really she be handling all the technical stuff. Sometimes when she feel like it.
Exactly.
Hey Nisha. What's up, Corey? Did you have a conversation with Ivy about calling me?
That was hilarious. That was hilarious.
So if you have been anywhere in social media land within the last 2 to 3 days, we said we were going to start talking about you are not crazy thoughts you may have during your marriage. So that's what we're going to talk about tonight. But before we do that, what's up, Faith? Happy
Nisha
birthday. I think your
Passions.
birthday is tomorrow. So if it is, happy early birthday. I know it's around this time, so happy birthday, Faith. But before we do that, can we get everyone that is tuning in live with us to share this with your people? Hey, Shella, your sister over here on my page, Shella, she over here causing a ruckus.
Whatever.
if we can get everybody, if you would be so kind to share this with your people, so we can continue to engage and reach a bigger audience. If you wouldn't mind doing that, and then also, if you would give us some likes and thumbs ups and all that stuff, we would appreciate that greatly. Hey, Quay Moore.
Hey, Quayla.
See,
Thanks for joining us.
I can't see that over there because she's not my friend, right?
That has nothing to do with it.
No?
No.
Well, why I can't see it?
I don't know. You do this. You say this every single week.
Well, maybe I hope to get a different answer. How about that?
It's not, the answer not gonna change. It's the same.
I didn't ask you that before.
Anybody on here know that you say the same thing every? Why I can't see the comments on my side? I don't know.
It's AT&T's fault, really.
Blame it on the rain, Millie.
Millie? Oh, Millie.
Vanilli.
So yeah,
all right.
So we're gonna be talking about You Ain't Crazy.
Hey, Divinely Made, thank you for joining us.
All right. So before I get into the meat of what we have this evening, so we got paper. Let's talk about a thought.
A thought?
What a thought is. Cause
a thought or a thought?
Definitely not a thought.
What's a thought?
We're not talking about thoughts that you may have during. Well, some people might have thoughts during their marriage,
right?
But we're not talking about thoughts.
They have thoughts and thoughts.
We're not talking about thoughts.
No, don't be having no thoughts out here, y'all, in no marriage. You know what I'm saying?
Unless y'all agree.
Unless who agree? Then stop them. Stop. Just stop. It's a lot of open marriage. It's a lot of open marriage out there, though. Yeah. But
so
don't have no open marriage with no thought, though. Don't be bringing that. No, don't do that.
Okay. So, what is a thought? THOUGHT. A thought. A thought is defined by an idea or an opinion. That's what a thought is. So, when you have a thought, that's what it is. It's an idea or an opinion. One thing you got to be aware of about thoughts is don't condemn yourself or beat yourself up because of thoughts. Because I am of the mindset that just because you think something doesn't mean you have to act upon what you thought. Not what you thought, but what you thought.
Don't act upon the thought either.
Don't act upon the thought. But definitely don't act upon the thought.
Because the thought doesn't define you.
Right.
I have all kinds of thoughts.
Think about the things that you have thought. Because I know I'm going to mess around and say, because you planted that seed in my head. Think about the things that you've thought about. And you sitting there and you might be eating your SpaghettiOs or something like that. And this thought just pops in your head. I'm going to get you. This thought just pops in your head, and you like, where did that? What's up, Lefty? What's up, Ben?
The thought can pop into your head.
Yeah, but the thought is still a thought. Quit trying to confuse me.
Okay, go.
So you have this thought in your head, and you like, I wasn't even thinking about anything. Mm-hmm. That was the farthest thing from my mind, but something pops in your head. And I think it's something that you say all the time. Hey, Carolyn DeSoto, what's going on?
Hey, Carolyn, thank you for joining us.
You always say you can't do anything about your memories. Right. So it could be something that you experienced or something that you dealt with in the past, and then it presents itself again in the form of a thought. Thoughts, I'm just joking.
But just like you said earlier, you planted that thought in my head. So because I kept saying thoughts, it made it harder for you had to concentrate now. Okay, thoughts and not dots. So it's the same in life with your actual thoughts. Something is always planting a seed in our head. Mm-hmm. Subliminal messaging, social media, thinking
What's up, Pedro?
Thinking that media and all of the things that we are exposed to today is not going to affect your thinking. Is like saying, when you go outside, you're not going to breathe the pollution in the air, unless you breathe a certain way. It's just not, there is no way to not be affected by what we see and hear. All the time.
I'm finna put y'all up on
even unsubconsciously.
I'm finna put y'all up on some game though. How many of y'all have read the book Think and Grow Rich? What's up, Anthony Bowie? Has anybody?
Where's my shoes?
Dorothy, you ain't trying to go back to
There's no
Kansas.
place like home.
Think about have y'all read the book Think and Grow Rich? Remember that book? It was written in the 1920s by Napoleon Hill. It is still considered one of the best books of all times. It's a book that if you read, it will change your life.
Thank you for joining us, girl. Oh, you over there. Thank you for joining us.
There's no music.
I was saying hey to Jornika.
He was dancing.
I know. There's always music in my head. I don't know what you're talking about. Worry about your thoughts. Let me worry about my thoughts.
I'll worry about the thoughts.
Worry about them. Worry about them.
So one of the things that they talk about in with Napoleon Hill, check this book out though, y'all. If you want your life to change, that's one of the best books that you could read. Anyway, so one of the things he talks about in the book is called the ether. You remember that? Mm-hmm. And so the ether is basically like this place or this atmosphere, I guess I'll say, out there where thoughts and matter kind of exist. Mm-hmm. And so, question: have you ever thought about something and then you were like, I'm gonna invent this, and then 2-3 weeks later, or a month or a year later, you see that same thing that you invented on TV in your mind. You see that on TV. Mm-hmm. Because what people don't realize is that out in the ether, thoughts exist. And so sometimes if you don't grab that thought, somebody else might grab it and then capitalize on it. You like what I said? Mm-hmm. Oh, you gave me a clap.
I think, is that a clap?
Or is that a slap?
I thought it was a clap, but it looked like a wave.
It looked like a slap. Like you trying to slap me?
That works too.
But thoughts are out there. So sometimes you may be thinking that it's something that you may have thought, mm-hmm. but it could be something that your mind has subconsciously grabbed onto and brought it in, and you thought that you thought it and you really didn't.
Right. That's real talk.
Yeah.
That's subliminal.
What y'all think about that? You want to say anything yet?
Give that boy a cookie. No.
I can't eat no cookies right now.
Oh.
You just messing with me.
I can't, but I can.
Because we've been doing this cleanse. We've been doing the cleanse where we can't have nothing fun to eat.
Hey, Cornbread 229. I like that name. I am.
That's
I
Fallon.
am Miss Bailey.
That's Fallon.
Who?
I am Miss Bailey.
Oh, hey, Fallon. Oh, she back up here. And Nisha Pat. Oh, we all say hey. Hey, girl. Yeah.
See?
She clapped you up.
Thank you. Salute. Jonica said that happened to me and Courtney. We had a sippy cup idea. See what I'm saying? It be out there, y'all.
It happens. It
be out there.
Yep. And you could have just seen something and not paid it absolutely no mind, and it's just like in your unsubconscious mind. You don't even remember seeing it. It's like these little games that the kids do. They showed me some on the phone or something like that, and then they'll come back and say, "Okay, read this sentence," but you read it according to what they showed you because it's in your subliminal mind. It's weird, but that's how the world works today. Okay.
All right, y'all. So let's go ahead and get into some of the information stuff we got. Shout out to Life Made Conscious. We got some data from them. You know, I'm always gonna go collect the data for y'all. So we're gonna talk about some of the things that you may think through and during your marriage that you might have been like, I'm thinking this. Am I crazy? Am I about this? Like I said, I'm about this. Am I about this person? Like I said, I was gonna be about him. Mm-hmm. Hey, Tony Match, Coach, Tori. What's up, Tori? Thank you for joining us.
I gotta take this gum out because I can't stop chewing it.
You ain't getting ready for primetime TV. You can't be chewing gum.
That's why I just took it out. I was gonna pop some bubbles and everything. That's why I'm like, let me just get rid of this.
She chew gum sexy.
How do you chew gum sexy?
All right, y'all, let's get to it. I'm gonna do like David Letterman. I'm gonna start at 10.
You did that the last time.
You want me to start at 1?
It don't matter. I mean, is it really in an order of like importance, or is it just just go down the line?
I just like the countdown. You okay? I'll do one because we compromise. Number 1. Have you ever thought?
You bumping the table.
Oh, my bad. What's up, Kobe?
Thank y'all for the hearts.
Number 1. Have you ever thought that your marriage should resemble the wedding? Like you've got this fairy tale thing and this perception in your mind that when you get married, you know how some people release, instead of throwing rice, they release butterflies. So you think it's going to be butterflies like these filters on Facebook. And, is it Facebook? Snapchat.
I don't know. Go.
Okay, you got the butterfly filters and you're going to have doves and fountains every day in your marriage. And that's not real. But you got to realize.
Oh, okay. Fallon said Facebook kept freezing. So if Facebook's keep freezing on Damien's page, Facebook Marriage is Real always does well, and then also Instagram. So you guys can come over to one of those pages as well.
Yep. Or you can go to Instagram.
I just said that. Oh. Just go ahead, baby. Just do what you do.
So yeah. I already said first thing. Marriage should resemble the wedding.
Oh, that's number 1?
Yeah.
That's what people think?
Yeah. And are you crazy? Do you think that was a crazy thought?
Well, sometimes people's wedding was not that great.
But we're talking about a great wedding.
Okay.
You're not thinking about your wedding sucked and that's what you think about your marriage when you start out.
I'm just saying. Some people feel that way. Like their wedding nothing turned out the way they wanted it to be.
At their wedding?
At their wedding, yeah. Why you picking at me on the thing? Why you picking at me?
I'm sorry.
Like
I know you'll be like, why didn't get that off your face?
But you can't. I don't see nothing.
I seen it.
Right, absolutely. And then, a lot of people think once we get married, it'll get better.
I'm gonna have to get you to look at you. Where's your paper?
That's not one of them, but that goes along with what. No, it's not.
It's this.
Baby, they right here.
That's not what we're looking at. I'm here.
So you got these and those?
Yes. I'm ready.
That's too many. That's too many. Okay. My bad.
Hey, Trinket. Happy birthday again.
Okay. So anyway, let's get for real into the nitty gritty. So basically, you think your marriage is going to resemble this fairy tale wedding that you had. Hopefully everybody had an awesome,
harmonious, wonderful,
spectacular wedding,
spectacle of love and admiration.
Absolutely. And you think that the marriage is going to mimic or mirror the reception or the nuptials.
Okay.
Next,
number 2. Have you ever thought, or were you crazy thinking like marriage shouldn't be work? Like you've done all of this pre-work before the date, after, you've courted and you've done everything else and you're like, well, now I'm on easy street. You can put the car on cruise control and you can roll off into the sunset.
No.
You can roll off into the sunset and think that everything is done. And the reality of it is that marriage is really work, and it's the putting on the rings is just signifying the work beginning. So
it's like clocking in for the day.
It's like clocking in for the life. If you're thinking about long term, like you're gonna be in that thing. Like,
but I'm just saying, it's like
you get to retire from a job. Ain't no retiring. What we always say.
Nobody gets a pass.
Nobody gets a pass. When you clock in, it's like you on call. You got your beeper.
Yeah.
Remember
and a lot
our
of
beepers?
times people, yes, I remember my beeper because I had the one you can call the people and then they'll write the words.
Before the text.
Bang, boom. I thought I was doing the thing. But, what was I finna say? So, dang, you made me forget what I was finna say.
I'm sorry.
It was about, what did you say? You said people get married and you think that that there's not going to be any work entailed in being married, but the reality of it is that's when the work starts. I always say it's easy to get married, but the work is in staying married.
Right. That's good.
So that's a common misconception. Number 3.
Have you ever thought that because you got married, hey Mika, since you got married, that it would automatically make you closer as a couple? Like, let's say I was having issues beforehand. You know what I'm saying? Like, he didn't come home but like 3 days a week if y'all was living together. He gave you 4 days, so you really winning because you get an extra day. But those other 3 days, he don't come home. And you think, well, once we get married, he not going to do that no more. And it's going to bring us closer together. No. What he's showing you is who he really is.
And what you're showing him is that, oh, she allows this.
I can stay out. Oh, I can do a part-time marriage. That's not a bad situation. Hey, Tiffany. Hey, fam. Just on a serious note, we've been praying for you. Sorry about your loss of your brother. God bless you and your family.
Our condolences, girl. Somebody said Colby Savage. He said
Kobe.
he's talking about planning a wedding is work, so they're similar in those ways. Yes, that works. That's true. The only thing about planning a wedding
What's
is
up,
that
Miss Dione?
at a point you have the wedding and it's done. But with marriage, it ain't no done. It's just the work. The constant work of marriage.
It is definitely. What's up, Mr. Boykin? Like I say a billion times, marriage is a journey.
And then
it's not a destination.
With marriage, when getting married, having a wedding, a lot of the stuff that we do in planning weddings is really about the other people. It's like we doing all this, paying all this money for other people to come and have a party.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what it is. I want the decorations to look this way. I like them, but I want other people to be like, oh my God, those are so nice. Look how pretty it is. All this for other people. Mm-hmm. But when you get married.
And then you look at that gift table and you got one card with $10 in it. And you just spent $8,000 on meatloaf.
But, you know, when you get married, all of the work and the preparation that you're doing is for you two. You and her and you and him. You know, y'all too.
That sounds like that song.
Oh, I know.
Another round.
So number 4, what you said, number 3 was marriage will automatically make you closer as a couple. Misconception. Number 4, you and your spouse are a unit and no longer individuals.
Have you ever thought that?
How many people think that?
Did you think you were crazy about that?
We won. We are one. We need to be on one accord. We need to do everything together. Cooper? And it's unrealistic.
We go to the bathroom together. That's how close we are.
When I wake up, you wake up. When I go to sleep, you go to sleep. Like,
and they working on 2 different schedules. He work at night, and she work during the day.
So that's number 4. You gonna go to number 5, or you want to break it down some more? Because these are pretty self-explanatory. You know what I'm saying?
To us.
Baby, yeah. Okay, go.
No, that's fine. Go ahead. You know, I don't think you. Okay. Oh, look at that.
You did it. You did this, right?
Well, praise the Lord.
Which one is this?
That's number 5.
So you rewrote it?
Yeah, it didn't print right.
Okay, so number 5. This is another one that people think. Getting married will solve problems of trust and insecurity. And I made mention of that earlier, is that once we get married, it'll get better. Not just trust and insecurity, just the way that a person is. Once we get married, once we get married, she'll probably stop doing that. Or once we get married, he'll probably stop doing that because now we married.
What's up, front runners? What's going on, y'all?
Hey, y'all! Hello, thanks for joining us from Florida. From Florida. Hey, y'all.
Florida.
Yeah, so basically getting married will solve problems, any type of problem. That's a common misconception. So if you've ever thought that, you're not tripping, you're not crazy, but that's not truth. Sorry. Number 6. Go ahead, baby.
Number 6. This is a big one. You can change. Have you ever thought you can change your partner? See, the biggest misconception about marriage is that you get to do this all the time. When really, marriage is about self-work, self-betterment. You know what I'm saying? And doing this.
What can I do better?
What can I do? Because the way that it's supposed to be set up, the way my checking account is set up, I'm supposed to be dealing with her and helping her doing what she needs me to do, and vice versa. And as long as both parties are doing their part, everybody's squared away. But what happens so many times is that you get in it. What's up, Billy? What happens is you get in the relationship and you start feeling like your person or your spouse isn't doing what you need them to do for you or to fulfill you. Not saying that they're perfect, but there's always something that you can personally be working on in yourself.
Exactly. So thinking that you're going to get married and you can change a person, y'all, you can't change nobody.
That's not new hotness.
They can change for you if they want to, but you thinking you're going to change them? Mm-hmm. No, boo-boo. No. And
let me give y'all a news flash, and I've read this a lot of times, and I know that I hear Steve Harvey say this all the time, and this is one of the things that I actually do agree with him about. A man will change for the right woman.
If he want to. And if she's the right one that he wants to change for,
he will. Because how many of y'all know people that they were with somebody and then they ended up splitting up, and the stuff that old girl wanted old boy to do, he didn't do none of that. But when he got with that new female,
he did.
He revitalized himself.
It's like a revolutionary person. He just revolutionized himself because it wasn't
like,
you.
That's the exact stuff I asked him to do in the first place.
But it wasn't you.
It's
just like changing jobs. You still working.
What's up, stay paid?
But this job works better for me. Like this, our chemistry
based on your mind. You know,
this works better. Like I like the commute.
Right.
I like the way the building look. I like the way it smell in here. Look at my desk. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
And I'm like, I can't stand it. I'm ready to go home. If I gotta stay in here 5 more minutes, I'm gonna lose it.
Right. But I said all that to say, you could be doing the same job function at 2 different companies, but with this company, you did better and you wanted to work because of the atmosphere,
because
and
of the culture, and the values that they have. You know what I'm saying? Their mission statement. You know,
their mission statement.
Yeah,
all of that.
All that.
So just know.
You want to read that? From
okay, so someone said because of the misconception of what has been taught that the devil will flee once you get married. What? No, I don't know. They don't need to teach that. Because
that's false.
If you're doing
what they say, that's false flag.
That's false flag.
Okay. Fake news. Let me say that.
That is falsifying information.
Right. That's
because
the furthest
anytime
thing.
you try to do anything under the covenant of God and do it according to His way, that is when the enemy is going to really start to try to attack you. Because as long as y'all was shacking and living together, it probably wasn't no issue.
Hey, how long did we go without arguing?
2 years. Like 2 years, maybe.
We didn't argue. Like, did we argue it up?
Not really. Yeah, I mean, because it was just so
because
okay, you want to? Okay, that's fine. Oh, you want to? Okay, whatever.
And what's funny
is
just
rolled off your back.
We would talk to other couples and they'd be like, oh my God, these first 30 days have been horrible. 30 days? And we like, oh, this first 6 months been so bad. And I'm just like, and they like, how long y'all been together? Oh, we've been married 2 years. 2 years?
And that's another thing. Don't listen to what other people always say about, girl, y'all first 2 years gonna be the bomb. Y'all gonna be in honeymoon. Y'all gonna be in the honeymoon phase. And a lot of people now that are getting married that I know, they first 2 years, like the first year has been horrible. And I'm like, y'all ain't even been married 365 days yet, and it's been bad. So it depends on the people.
Right.
And hopefully you get your honeymoon phase. Hopefully you do.
And it also depends on the environment. There are a lot of different things that can play into how the environment of your home is, depending on what other things are going on that could be impacting your home negatively.
Right. Exactly. That's true. Okay. What's the next one?
Next one. Have you, Micah? Turn that
the TV
down,
baby.
We live.
Because it is loud.
Number 7. Have you ever thought your spouse is responsible for making you feel better?
I did.
Now
I thought it.
I kind of have a mixed feeling about that because I think.
Well, I get. You get the premise. Yeah, I get it.
Okay. I think that you can't depend on your spouse to fulfill you, but your spouse can help you to feel better.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And to me, that's relative to emotional things like depression, anxiety. Like when it says making you feel better, I take that to be synonymous with being happy. Like you can't expect this person to make you feel something that you don't even have the capability to feel.
For
you know
yourself?
what I'm saying? For yourself, right?
That's good.
Like if you don't love yourself, this person can't make you love you.
Right.
And I say this all the time because as much as he tells me whatever he says about, oh, you're beautiful, or you beautiful. You're beautiful. Oh, he's teasing our son, but you look good, or ain't nothing wrong with your body, whatever. He can say that all he wants to say, but if I have issues with it within myself, that's still, I'm glad he feels that way, but it still doesn't change the way that I feel about myself. So they can help you to feel a little better about it.
What's going on, bro?
But it still is not going to make it dissipate 100% completely, because those are internal issues that you have to, go take that introspective and do the work, do the personal work.
Because
on yourself.
And you know what? I don't think a lot of people realize how much old stuff that you're weeding through when you're married to somebody.
It's so dormant.
Oh, it's so much stuff you don't, like she said, it's dormant. You don't even know that it's there.
So many life experiences you're bringing
from
into
your
marriage.
childhood, from your domestication, from your parents.
Right.
Like, that stuff you can't stand that your mama do? Mm-hmm. You probably do that.
You probably do. You
know
probably really do it.
That parent that get on your nerves the most, you probably act just like them.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You probably act just like that parent that get on your nerves.
But you are bringing a lot of outside influences, a lot of
What's up,
life experiences. There's a lot of those things that you're bringing into a marriage, and now you're about to start having your own personal experiences in your relationship, added to the ones you already have.
Right.
So sometimes it's personal. But,
okay. You want to do number 8?
Number 8. Oh, my God. Ooh. Who thought this?
That?
I don't know who thought this.
Women.
No, I don't know about that. Kids will improve the marriage. Y'all look at my face. Hey, Husa. Hey, girl. Let me tell you something about children.
They crazy.
If you've ever thought that you understood why people leave their baby at the trash can.
That's so uncouth.
I'm just saying.
Hey, Tanisha, happy anniversary.
I know someone personally who took their child and for someone else to go take care of them.
At the fire department.
Because they were dealing with postpartum, depression, problems with the other person. There's a lot of stuff. And children cause more issues in a marriage.
You ain't lying. I love my hubby. Said parenting is overrated.
Anything. What? Do you understand?
I wish I could give you a high five.
Get virtual. That's what we do every week. But do you understand how children will drive such a wedge between you and your spouse? Because not only...
Hold on. They will suck the sexy out of you.
The sex and the sexy.
Yeah.
The sexy and the sexy. They suck it. They literally suck it out. I don't have no time for that.
Let's just nap.
It's for real. You just want to go sleep. They start to control your whole world.
Everything.
And then your rationale is off. And you just, it's so, y'all. No. Kids will improve the marriage.
Wow. I love my hubby. Said I was a juvenile probation officer. Some parents would drop them off.
I'm telling you. I know. Hey, I know. And as much as you love your children, and new parents, that is a man.
We tip our hat to y'all.
I know one thing. It just gave me another appreciation for my mama, because my mother was a teenage mother and I wasn't. And so I'm like, if I'm a fully grown woman with a whole husband and I feel this way, I can't even imagine being a teenager with a baby. And she kept me. I had to, girl, thank you. Thank you for keeping me, because I don't know if I would have kept me. Mom's just playing, but seriously, man, no.
And that's why we're so passionate about marriage, because we understand that what the importance is of a father and a mother in a home. It really helps out.
Right.
And so that's why we talk about this stuff. It's not just about the marriage, but it's about your legacy, and it's about your generations that are going to come after you, and just having that nurturing and that power of the man collectively creating the whole.
Because really, children will test the marriage. They really, really do test you, because
What's
now...
going on, Miss Edmond? We're glad to have you back.
Not only, hey, girl, but not only will they test the marriage, they also, because now we've already had our own issues, and now we got to figure out how we're going to parent these kids.
Mm-hmm.
You bringing in your experiences, I'm bringing in mine. I don't like that you do that. You don't like that I do.
Right.
It's
like when I got in trouble when I was little, we used to have to stand outside in the rain and hold a empty Coke bottle, and that's how we gonna do my kids. No,
we're not gonna do that.
We're not gonna do that.
So all of that, no. So that is absolutely not
so
the truth.
I love my hubby say even with a hubby it's hard. Yes, you need both.
That's
I'm
what
telling
I'm talking about. I was a whole grown person with a whole husband. I was like, how? Look, my son was crying. I was crying with him. I'm like, I don't even know what to do.
She used to have to wait for me to get home to put him to bed when he was little.
To do. I stayed with my mother and my grandmother for probably 2 weeks, but I had my first child, because I was like, I don't know what to do with no baby. What am I supposed to do? As good as you could be the greatest person with children all you want to, when you have your first baby, when you have your baby. Cause you got it all figured out what you gonna do. We not gonna do this, and he not gonna sleep here. When it's sleep or not sleep, put that baby in this bed so we can go to sleep. Otherwise, ain't nobody. We gonna all be in here. We gonna all look like babies. We gonna be drooling and crying and everything else, cause ain't nobody getting no sleep. Oh wow! So now I understand why a lot of couples, they are so happy when they're empty nesters. They're like, oh okay, now we can get back to us. And so that's one thing that you have to do as parents and in a relationship. You definitely have to make time for each other.
And I love my hubby said they have it out about discipline. Yeah, that was a tough one for us early on, because I came from a very stringent, very stern background, and so
I did too. But I always knew
it came from the male figure.
Oh yeah.
And so it was different, and I thought because of my domestication that was the best way for me to deal with my son. My son wasn't even this. How throwed off I was. My son wasn't even 2 yet. He gonna be a man. I ain't raising no girls. He is a man. He is 2.
He is a baby.
No. He's 18 months.
Wait.
I got to get him right.
Tanisha, you're welcome. Girl, what you thinking this for? Thank you.
About an anniversary.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to make him right. He is going to be tough. He going to run through walls. He can't even talk yet. But I got the discipline. But I thank God for her, because she gave me a perspective about it that I didn't realize. And she was like, he's just a kid. Now that I'm older and I look back on the error of my ways, it's like when I see and hear certain things that parents do, it's like, yo, these kids.
It makes this is my thing.
Kids.
I no shade to nobody out there, because everybody raise and parent their kids the way that they parent their kids, but it makes me sad when your son is 5 and he crying and you be like, man up, stop acting like a little pussy. Stop acting like a little wuss. I'm not talking about you. I'm saying when people do this, he gonna be gay. He just speaking, just saying stuff because he's a baby.
Yeah.
He's
4.
3.
He's 3 or 4 years old.
He just peeing on himself. He's 3.
and see that's the thing that's bad for us, is because we're taught to bottle our emotions up, and if you cry, you soft.
And it perpetuates.
And it goes from, it just passes down the line. And then you think about one of the biggest killers of men, and especially in the African American community, is stress. Because you bottle all that stuff up and you just take it around with you all the time.
Right.
And then you have a tendency, you explode on people.
And this is what I will say as parents, period, men and women. It's so easy for us to forget. The empathy piece is missing from when Don't forget when you was 12.
Right.
Don't forget when you was 15.
Hey, Tisha.
Don't forget how you felt when you went to school and this thing happened to you and it was like your whole world was this. But in our mind, we like, girl, that ain't no big old deal. But remember how you felt when it was you.
Right.
So to them, it is a big deal because
It's
that's their world.
It's their whole world.
That's their world. Their world ain't bills and mortgage and car notes yet. Their world is school. So know that that's important. Just like with us, with God. If it's important to Him, to us, it's important to Him. So it should be the same thing with you and your children. If it's important to your kid, hey, y'all, at least act like it's important to you.
Yeah.
You know
Because that's the stuff they remember. They don't really care about those expensive vacations.
No.
We talk to our kids all the time. It's like, what was your favorite thing? Well, we like the staycation when we went out for the weekend and we went swimming. Man, we've been traveling, and that's what y'all want. That's what y'all love the most. Okay.
So anyway.
And so let's see.
Got off on a tangent there. My hubby and I, she said that my hubby and I have it out about discipline. We had
the next one.
It out, girl. I didn't have anybody. We were at ATL all by ourselves. Oh my God! See, and that's another thing when you're by yourself. And sometimes, at times, I feel like we were by ourselves too because I didn't want to share. I talk about all the time about being vulnerable. I didn't want to share with our families about what was going on. Mm-hmm. So we would just be at odds because I'm like, you're not finna do my baby like that. You're not finna whoop him. You're not finna, and so he felt like I was challenging his manhood. But no, I'm a mother. You know what I'm saying? So we had to come to one accord about how we're gonna do this because some stuff he would do, it would just bother me to no end. I'm like, I'm not gonna be able to. We're not gonna be able to do that. And so same with me. Mm-hmm. You know, especially now we have a boy and a girl. So now he gets to see with my daughter when I'm talking to her and dealing with her, how that makes. He's like, that was too much. That was too much. I'm like, no, she's a girl and she needs to know this, this, and this. So now he sees where I was coming from when our son was little.
And so we have to balance each other. And
right.
I'm like, okay, you can't over nurture him either.
And I tell him, you can't over spoil her either. So it's just But anyway, so yes. So she said, we are empty nesters. It's great once we got used to it. That's what I'm saying too. My circle is so small. I say that like I can't wait to be an empty nester, but I know me, and I would want my kids to stay. I know me, cause my kids don't bother me. Like it's summertime now, and parents used to be like, "Oh, these kids gonna be out of school. Oh, I ain't looking forward to." My kids don't bother me. We friends. We kick it. We hang out. So I don't know. My kids they cool. So if they want to stay, as long as they taking care of some bills and they doing what they need to do and respecting my house, y'all can stay. Get on your feet. That's all I'm saying. What else?
The sooner the better.
You say that about him, but you ain't gonna say that about her.
She's a baby.
See, anyway. She said yes. My daughter is 17. Been through it. So. Our son is 17. He'll be 18 in a couple months. So, yes. Absolutely.
Number 9.
Are we on number 9?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Number 9, you can continue your social life as is. Whoever thought that? Well, I'm going to get married. Ain't nothing going to change. I'm going to get married. Ain't nothing going to change. I'm going to still be doing me. I'm going to go out and kick it with my girls. I'm going to go out and,
I'm going to kick it with all my single friends.
Have a few drinks. I'm a little, we all was single, now I'm married. You think it's just going to continue to stay the exact same? Who thought that? I did. I sure did. Because, like I said, I didn't come from no examples of no marriage or nothing. So I'm just like, well, we married. I mean, big old deal. What? I ain't out here trying to do nothing. I'm just out here kicking it. Nothing. Nah, she's talking about not at all.
Because you know what? You get in those situations, it's like, if you come from a background of pimping, not pimping, but pimping. If you come from a background of being a ladies' man or a woman's man,
woman's man, I ain't never heard that before.
You can't put yourself in the crack factory if you used to be addicted to crack. You got to keep yourself out of those types of situations.
True.
Half of the battle is being in the wrong place at the wrong time. True. It can't happen if you ain't there.
Right.
So don't put yourself in a precarious situation if you don't have to.
And also, knowing that.
Hey, Victoria.
Big, again, empathetic.
Mm-hmm.
Don't do nothing you wouldn't want them to do.
Yeah. And see, this new generation, y'all can't get away with nothing. Like,
it's too much social
look,
media.
You on Snapchat twerking on some dude. Your husband at the house like, okay.
You just in the background like, wait a minute, is that Tanisha back there? You know, like, oh, no. Y'all can't even.
You got some splaining to
do. For real though. So anyway.
For real, Zay.
But right. So what was it? You can continue your social life as is. That's not really gonna be.
And then you want to also make sure that you connect with people with the same like-mindedness.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's nothing wrong with having single friends. Everybody you know is not going to be married.
But that's when self-awareness comes in also.
Right. And you have to make sure that the people that you're dealing with, like if you're not hanging out with swingers if you're not swinging. Don't put yourself around people that want to cultivate wholesome marriages and family and everything like that. So put yourself around the right people.
Because a lot of people, when you're dealing with, singles, they want to stay out till 4, 5 o'clock in the morning. It's like, dude, I got a husband to go there. I want to go drinking. Y'all, let's just go over here and
have a cocktail.
Let's go over here and do this with them. Oh, girl, they want to take us to I can't go with no men nowhere. Like, I'm not finna do that. So,
because then
I'm gonna drive myself.
You're gonna be on Snapchat.
And that's
and then he gonna be like, "Is that Tanisha back there?"
And that's one thing that we had to learn.
No shade to Tanisha.
That we had to learn early on. Drive yourself.
Oh.
Don't ride with your friends no more.
Don't do that.
Don't do that. It feels like a cobweb is on me.
Because you know what? Excuses are useless and don't nobody care. Because guess what?
I roll with her. Do it matter? She don't live here though.
Yeah.
So you need to figure out how you gonna get here.
Yeah.
Because if you come knocking on these doors a little too late, you won't get in here.
And see, this is pre-Uber.
Okay.
If you somewhere with somebody, you just stuck.
Shoot.
And you trying to figure out now how I ain't even did nothing, but look, how am I gonna explain this?
Man, y'all, let me say something. And then now it's even worse because we didn't always have cell phones. So you just out there riding with somebody else, ain't got no way to call nobody. You just looking crazy.
You just sitting there.
Just looking dumb, like, I got what I'm gonna say about this. So
Tiffany,
drive yourself and make sure you got a car charger. That's all I'm saying.
So Tiffany said, I found myself annoyed with the lifestyle when I go out with single people. Like, wow.
Was I really like that? Nah. Girl, trust me. I trust me. I get it. That is very annoying. My husband saw too much with his uncle and himself. He was like, who you going with? Where? What time you coming home? It wasn't worth it. And that's right. Like sometimes depending on where you coming from, you have a tendency to be like, where you going? What time you coming back? When who you going with? Where they at? Give me the number. You know what I'm saying? It just depends on who you married to. And for us, for a while, we tried to be lenient like that with each other and give each other that that room to still be free. We married, but we was young, so go on, do you do whatever. That didn't work because I'm telling you, there's a flip that is switched in your brain when you get married, and it's like, okay, now
you think it ain't gonna be different.
We're married.
Yeah.
Like you can't keep doing this. Like you're my husband, I'm your wife. Like now,
I can say something now.
I
can really say you can
and
say something.
I'm not even joking to y'all. Like I'm not even joking with y'all. Certain things that didn't bother me before we got married, as soon as we got married, I was like,
and how many people did we talk to that told us this?
We married now.
Oh, it ain't gonna change. We'd be like, okay,
it's something in your mind that just, I don't know what, I'm telling you, it's like that. I'm like that marriage paper is a magical unicorn. Something happens. Yeah. There's some little fairy dust sprinkled somewhere.
Yeah.
So.
Because dude gonna be like, you my wife.
Right.
No. Ain't gonna be no more of that.
You ain't going. But I just went last week before we got married. It's different now. That was last week.
Marriage is different weeks.
So let's see. What avenues... Wait, I think I'm...
No, that's right.
That's right. What avenues have y'all used to meet other couples?
We ain't got no friends.
Girl, we don't have no... The friends we have... The friends that we have, though, are friends that we've had for a very, very long time.
And we're open to meeting friends, but everybody is so busy.
Yeah, and that's the thing when you get older.
See, we eagles, and eagles fly solo. So everybody grind. Our circle of people that we deal with.
Like her name, my circle is small. That's a good one.
Our circle's so small, but we all on our hustle right now in different areas. Like, people think I'm just making all the stuff I do. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
We do have a set of friends that we, hang. I could probably
Bashan.
3 couples that we hang with. But it's only like maybe once every couple months.
Yeah.
It might be like 4th of July. We might see each other on the holidays and stuff like that.
Or if we're doing a function together, like we were on a show with them.
Yeah,
stuff like that.
That
we see them need, we might go out to dinner or something like that.
Kids graduate from high school, stuff like that. But it does get kind of hard. And that's why also you can't lose your individuality. Mm-hmm. Because if you're always trying to wait for us to do something as a couple, that don't always work out. But if the wives can get together and go have them a good time, husbands grinding, okay, well, let's go, y'all. We're going to go have us a brunch. And vice versa. The men might want to go fishing. I ain't getting up at 5 o'clock to go sit in no water. I ain't doing it.
I'm not going to Brazil with no dudes.
What does that have to do with anything?
Y'all can go have a good time. I'm not going to Brazil.
But I'm saying if we can't get together as a couple, y'all can still find things to do.
Yeah.
Even without us.
Just not in Brazil.
Okay, not in Brazil. Whatever. But
and see, that's a great segue. We're wanting to meet and hang out with more couples here. That's one of the things we want to do. What's up, Rylan? With people that are in the Dallas-Fort Worth areas, we want to start hanging out, and we're planning an event.
Yeah, we are.
We want to just to have this
to cultivate.
We want to build a community of married people. And not let it die, because marriage is dying. It's like a crackhead right now. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And
there's nothing wrong with having single friends. You just have to know the single friends that you have, because at one point you was a single friend. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So just know that single friend respects your marriage. They respect you. They respect your husband. Those type of things. Because what also happens too sometimes is you will influence your single friends to get married. Or, start to kind of look to settle down. Or I see what y'all have, and I see how it's helped you to progress into a different type of person, and it may help them as well. So I'm not saying don't have no single friends. You just have to know what you and your single friends are doing and what type of single friend it is.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Like, your single friend should not be hooking you up with a friend.
Right.
Like
don't do that.
Like, I got somebody, you so cute, I got somebody I want you to meet.
But
She's married.
Now, I say this too, this is off on the tangent, but if you married and you telling your friend that y'all having some issues or whatever, and then she try to get you to go out and meet dudes, that's not the friend for you.
No.
Vice versa, brothers.
Yeah.
If you telling your friend, your homeboy.
What if he wants you to go to the strip club to get your mind right? Somebody's thinking that.
Well, answer the question.
No, I want you to answer.
No, I'm not a dude. This strip club.
I'm saying, would you have a problem with that?
Would
like, I just need to clear my head at the strip club.
Would who have a problem with it?
Would you?
Me personally?
Yeah.
Yes, I would.
Why?
Why would you go to a strip club when you having problems in your marriage?
To clear your head.
That is the dumbest thing you have said to me in a long time. David, stop being. Be serious, because you're trying to help people. That is not funny.
Might think that. And
okay,
I'm
well
not
then
being
tell
funny.
them.
I'm
then
not
tell
being
them.
funny. I'm asking you, would you have a problem with that?
Why are you asking me something you already know the answer to?
I don't. That's what I'm asking.
See, y'all marriage is real. Because he tripping up here today. We having an
What's
issue.
Up, guys?
We having problems.
Well,
and
like
then wait a minute, your homeboy call you and say, dog, I know she getting on your nerves over here. Let's go look at these naked thoughts. Let me say thoughts. That's a good idea to you.
Well, some people might go to the bar and have a drink. Uh-huh. Somebody might think it's okay to go to the strip club.
Okay. Okay, then.
That's not a good idea. Go ahead.
Yeah, he about to. Y'all finna see me act the way y'all ain't see me acting alone. Ever.
She yipping.
He acting crazy. That is crazy. Don't do that. If you have a homeboy that know you having issues with your wife in your marriage, don't go to the strip club. That ain't the place to go.
You have to stay home and work on it.
You ain't even got to stay home. I'm saying, like,
no, you need to stay home and work on it.
But I'm saying sometimes you do need a break.
Right.
But I'm saying if your homeboy say, man, let's go out and go, Get something to eat. Let's go get some hot wings. Have a beer if that's what y'all do. I don't know. But go to the strip club where they be doing stuff.
Strip clubbing.
They do more than strip clubbing at the strip club. And when you're having issues, that ain't the place to be when, you know, you can get more than
Not according to Chris Rock.
More than a stripping. What is that? What Chris Rock?
About the champagne room. You don't remember that video he shot?
Uh-uh.
There's no relations in the champagne room?
No.
You remember that video?
No, I don't. No.
Okay.
I don't. No. That's not my forte.
I love my hubby said my husband saw too much with his uncle and himself. He was...
Baby, I thought we already read that.
Oh, we did. My
yeah.
bad. Let's see. Miss Edmonds said there are several things that exist and say that's what they promote, but it's a clique type of thing. They only associate and converse with couples they know.
Oh, I'm sorry, I was reading something else. You said there are several things that exist and say that's what they promote. Oh, okay. You saying like other people, other like other friends and stuff, but it's a clique type of thing, and they only associate and converse with couples they know. Yeah. And for me, it's not. For us, it's not that at all. It's not like a clique type of thing. Couples that we know. It's just that those are the people that we know that we've known for a long time. But like he said, we do want to cultivate community and meet new people and stuff like that. So, but I do know what you're talking about, and that ain't always. That's not always good because somebody like maybe you and your husband need other couples to hang with, but they so clicked up they don't want to let nobody in their marriage group. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just saying. But where we at? Number 10? Did we do 10?
Do you want to do 10 or you want to go to ours?
We can do 10. Which one is it?
It's right there.
This one or this one?
Where it says 10.
But what is this then?
Go to 10.
Okay, man.
There you go. She be talking about me.
Okay, so this is the 10th misconception from this list is that marriage has to be perfect or it's a failure.
You can read my handwriting.
I can now. Can you believe it? That's actually good because you usually don't write that
well. I worked on that hard.
I know you did because usually I can't read his handwriting
she be hating
all.
on my left-handedness.
It ain't even about no left hand. Cause I know some people with very nice penmanship that are left-handed. He just write like somebody is like electrocuting you while you writing or something.
She a hater.
So anyway, marriage has to be perfect or it's a failure. That's absolutely wrong. Not true because nothing is perfect and no one is perfect. So if you're looking and striving for perfection in marriage, then marriage probably ain't your thing.
You're going to be very disappointed. What's up, Uncle?
Hey, Uncle Ed. How are you?
In the building from Cali.
So good to see you. See you. So absolutely agree. She said that's right. She said that's right. She said, wait.
You got a compliment.
Oh, thanks, Earth girl. Girl, we tried, girl.
I put it on her head. I wrapped it like a Christmas gift.
Just probably was following that. Whatever. Yeah, I love these things. They just look so. You still look trendy, even though your hair not combed under here. Just put on some little earrings. I love them. Thank you, Earth. So, she said, "Child, I'm over here being the single friend." LOL. Kendra, you so crazy. She said, "Oh, now," she said, "I'm not that single friend though." Good, that's good. You're not like that, Kendra. I know you're not like that at all. That's right. Absolutely agreed. And she said, Miss Edmonds said, "You're spot on." So that was the 10 from this particular.
This was from our research.
But
you finna get that marriage is realness right now.
Yeah, we're gonna go through them real fast because it's already been
59 minutes.
An hour. So some of the things that we think about that are common thoughts.
And you
not
ain't
thoughts.
And you ain't crazy.
Some of the stuff that you think about and you think I must be tripping, or if I'm having this thought, there must be an issue in my marriage, or maybe we don't need to be together no more.
Instagram, we got 25 seconds. We coming right back.
Yeah. So we'll be right back, y'all. So just hop back on. We're gonna give y'all these few.
Should I just end it?
In just a minute, yeah.
I'm gonna just end it. And y'all come right back. We're gonna start it right back up. Hold on one sec.
And so Yeah, because I didn't even see. I didn't even know that was. I thought all of these that you gave me earlier were basically breaking down the other ones. Like, I thought it was a breakdown of the ones here. I thought this was a breakdown of these.
No. You didn't read my email.
Yes, I did. I did read it.
I'm saying.
You had your contacts on earlier?
Yes.
I
did.
How you been doing it at work?
How do I put my contacts on at work?
Did you put them on at work, or did you have them? Did you do it before you left?
I put them on at work.
Really?
Is that hard?
You just used to have such an issue putting them in your eyes.
No, I don't.
You used to.
No.
Yes, you did.
Like when I first got them 10 years ago?
No. Oh, well, maybe so. You ain't worn it like 6 or 7 years?
Yes, I have.
No, you haven't. Anyway, we're back, y'all, on Instagram. What you do? What you do?
I ain't do nothing. There we go. Hey. Welcome back. What's
TB
up?
Ellie joined us. Thank you for joining us.
What's
Thanks
up?
for coming back. Okay, so we have 10 real quick ones that we're going to just
Is it 10?
go through real quick. That
We got some new people joining. What's up, Melvin and LeJean?
Hey,
That's Paul. What's up, dog?
Hey, y'all. So these are 10 thoughts.
Oh, we talking. The topic is at the top, Goss. No, man. So you ain't crazy thoughts you may have during your marriage. That's what
You
we're talking
ain't
about.
tripping.
What's up, Juan?
Don't think you tripping when you think this when you married, okay?
Yeah.
Hey.
B. Rochelle, Rachel. What's up? Welcome.
Okay.
You
Hit
go.
it.
Okay. So, do my actions show whether I love my spouse?
That's your thought. What do you think? What do you think when this happens? Like, what are you thinking?
That's what.
That's what you think? Do my
Am I
actions-
crazy for thinking that my actions of what I'm doing, are they contradictory to me loving my spouse?
Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I see.
Okay.
Okay. This
Like,
is,
for example, I think I love her, or I feel as though I love her, but I look at other people. Am I crazy?
that's your action,
That's my action.
right?
Yeah.
Or you flirt.
Or you flirt. Yeah.
Do you love her? I'd say
I
yes.
say yes.
So this is one of my favorite ones.
That one?
No, this next one.
Oh, you want to go? Okay, go ahead.
What you thought I was gonna do?
No, go ahead. I thought you were going to say something about that first one. Go ahead. We're gonna keep it moving.
Not that this is my favorite because this is what I've done or thought, but this is because this is what.
It comes up a lot.
Yes. Can I cheat and still love my spouse? How many of y'all done thought that?
Hold on real quick.
Don't raise your hand.
Melvin, yes, we are married. We've been married almost 20 years. It'll be 20 years in October. Melvin asked if we were married.
Oh, girl, we real married.
We real married. We seasoned up.
We real married. So,
God
and
said
thanks
them
for joining
faces
us.
you make is funny.
I'm just, hey. So, can I cheat?
Hey, Lorinda, what's up?
Hey, mother to be. Any day now, huh? So can I cheat and still love my spouse?
What y'all think?
Y'all know y'all done thought that. Don't act like
Can
that.
you cheat on yours? Because if you hear the words, people be like, you cannot cheat and love someone.
Or see some of you whole married. Yes, indeed.
Hey, Priscilla, can you cheat on your spouse and love your spouse?
Right.
Did I say that right?
Yeah.
Can you cheat on your spouse and love your spouse?
Yeah.
Okay. What y'all think?
So
y'all chime
this
in.
is what we're
Somebody.
saying is, these are thoughts that you have. Like, if I cheat, do I really love her? Do I really love him if I cheat on him? Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
You just made a bad decision.
Yeah. Now let us clarify. Let us put some pants and some legs on this thing. Not cheating. Like, and you could still in your mind rationalize that you love your spouse.
Right.
But
And be actively engaging in cheating.
yes, because I will say from a male perspective, we can separate love from actions. I'm gonna just say that.
In sex, basically.
That's the action.
Emotion in sex.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm talking, yes. We can it's like splitting the Oreos. You know, you put one over here and put
That's
one
a good
over
analogy.
here.
That's
Thank
a good
you.
analogy. I like it.
Yeah, so
So they can split the Oreos. Right, not continuing cheating after the one mistake.
Yeah.
But what I will say though is even after the one mistake, people that continue to cheat, they still love the other person. They just a cheater. You know what I'm saying? But we're talking about thoughts now. So people, if you think, can I cheat on my spouse and still love them? Yes, you can.
Hold on, before you read that one, because that's hilarious.
That's the one I just read. So
read
TB Ellie says my future T-Bay Ellie says my future husband can cheat and still love me, but he won't be alive afterwards, so it doesn't matter.
That is the funniest thing I've heard today.
R.I.H. Rest in heaven, future husband. So you better not be cheating, because yay.
Okay, real quick. Do y'all think once a cheater, always a cheater? What y'all think about that? Once a cheater, always a cheater. Somebody chime in real quick. Do you think you can cheat, mess up, and then that's it?
No. Earth said no.
Earth said no.
Cheater, they laughing at TBL. She funny.
We don't think so.
Hey, Priscilla. I didn't even see you on, girl.
I said, hey, Priscilla.
Oh, you did? I was talking. Hey, girl.
I got you, Priscilla. I seen you, girl.
Be quiet. Anyway, no, if you cheat, you can be done with. No, people can change. You can change. See, a lot of people are saying
you
no.
can change. And y'all would be surprised about how many marriages have infidelity. Like, almost all of them.
So we actually agree with that.
Yeah.
We don't believe in once a cheater, always a cheater.
Right.
Absolutely not. Because people make mistakes. That's just like saying once a thief, always a thief. You know, people make mistakes and people can change. And yes, cheating is a character flaw. Pink glitter thug says yes, cheating is a character flaw. I do agree. Sometimes cheating is a character flaw, but I still don't think that once you cheat, you're gonna be cheating forever. But a lot of people think that,
right?
And that's why you'll have somebody say, "Oh, he cheated on me, I'm done." Right. And he ain't gonna give him another chance.
You don't know. He's talking about don't be splitting the Oreo. But you don't see. Sometimes you don't never know what if you throw in the towel. You don't ever know what you could be missing out on the other side of that, because there's a such thing as messing up, acknowledging that you messed up, turning the other way, and changing if you want to.
Because a lot of times after infidelity happens in a marriage, it revolutionizes the relationship.
As crazy as that sounds.
It sounds crazy, but it really does. And it basically changes the relationship for the better. Mm-hmm. I mean, like sex gets better, communication gets better, closeness, intimacy, all of that stuff gets better because the infidelity basically shed light on something that was there. So that's a whole other broadcast. We'll be on there forever. So
Paul said no because love is an action word. Real love doesn't and shouldn't cause you to hurt the other one you love. Maybe on once a cheater, always a cheater.
Well,
yeah. I mean, everybody sees it in a different light. I will say, y'all wouldn't be looking at marriage as real.
Sure wouldn't.
It wouldn't be. We wouldn't even be having this conversation right now.
But I will say that I was of the mindset that if he cheat on me, that's it, baby. I ain't finna be, I used to think that because I heard other people say it, but I knew because of the person that I am, I know that I'm flawed and I know that I make mistakes. Mm-hmm. So that was the thing for me. I can't trip because who knows, 10 years down the line, I could be the one that feels a certain type of way depending on what happens in our relationship. You can never say what you wouldn't do if you've not been in that situation. You can say it. That don't mean that you would do it. Just like we talked about earlier, when you have children, you can say what you're not going to do to your kids and what you ain't going to. But when you have that baby, then tell me. Right. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So
our
for
lives
me,
will be completely different.
Absolutely. So for me, I knew that everybody made mistakes. And also, he was very, very remorseful and did everything in the world to show me that was a mistake. We ain't going to have it no more. Whoop, And so for me, I ain't been no perfect angel either. There have been things that we gonna talk about on the broadcast because we coming with a topic. But I ain't been the perfect angel either. But I'm just saying, you have to not say what you won't do because you never know.
Arcita said, and being on both sides of that coin, you can make the mistake once and learn from that error.
That's real talk.
Right.
So
That's that. How long you been married, Earth? You got that seasoning. I hear it in what you're saying, girl.
So he says, LeJohn 77, he said it's Paul.
Yeah.
Here's a question. How do you get over being cheated on and you have forgiven them? So you're saying you have forgiven them, but you're not over it? So can you clarify that? Because that's an oxymoron. If you've forgiven.
You can have forgiven, but you might still be living with the thought of them.
But when he said getting over it, I'm in my mind,
you're saying
like,
getting over, meaning that you haven't gotten over it.
Exactly.
Gotcha.
Is it still?
Yeah, can you give us a little more clarity on that?
So are you saying like being cheated on, but you've forgiven them, but yet you keep bringing it up and it keeps causing an issue in the marriage, or have you forgiven them and the thoughts just keep coming to your mind?
Yeah.
That's two totally different things.
Break that down for us, please,
Okay,
sir.
so Miss Evans said, "Amen," say it, girl. So, and she said, to use your analogy, if someone steals from my purse, they can apologize and I can forgive, but my spirit will remember it and it will be hard to let them in again. It's highly likely they'll steal again. I mean, and that's all based on how you feel about that person. Like, do you know them? Do you feel like they will steal again? Or are you willing to say, okay, I know you well enough to know if you're saying this was a one-time thing, you was going through this, and that, you're going to have your guard up. Absolutely. Mm-hmm. You should. But at what point are you willing to move past that?
Right.
If they're showing you that they're doing everything in their power to show you they would never steal from you again.
They went to jail. Mm-hmm. They've done community service. They're getting counseling on being having an issue with being a kleptomaniac. It could be a mental thing. Not saying cheating is a mental thing, but they've done the work to show you that they're remorseful and they're doing something different and their pattern is different.
Right. That's the key. Is the pattern different?
Right.
Or if they're being the same person, then there's really nothing that's showing me that you're doing anything different. So of course you're going to continue to think, clutch your purse real tight. But if you're showing me that you're different,
right,
and you moving and breathing a whole different way, I see the change. You're talking to me about it. You're apologetic. You're remorseful. Then that's going to be on each individual person to say, okay, well, I can see the change.
And the reality of it is, for some people, it's going to be a deal breaker.
Yeah, for some people.
Some people it is. But in our situation, because of what I did, can you speak to what made you stay? I mean, what?
That's what I said. For me, it was because I knew, number one, who he was. So I knew, based on the reasonings and everything that happened, how it happened, the timing and everything, what he said to me, I didn't get over it immediately. That's unrealistic. It didn't happen over immediately. I thought for a long time, I'm not going to be able to do this. I'm not going to be able to stay with him because I'm not going to trust him. But what I had to do for me, I know that I'm capable of making mistakes. And I also know that I had already made a lot of mistakes. Maybe it wasn't to that extent of cheating, but I had done some things to betray him as well. So it's like, for me, I had to say, okay, am I willing to stick in here just to see and give him the chance to show improve? You know what I'm saying? Now, at the point that I don't see you doing nothing different and you just talking and you still living and breathing and moving like you the same old dude, then no. Like, no. But it wasn't just me making the decision to say, I'm going to stay and stick it out. It was his actions also that led me to stay and say, okay, well, let's see if that makes any sense. But also put myself on the other side of that, because when issues start to arise and things ain't going like they need, like I want them to go, somebody could come up and, hey, you're looking nice today. What, you got a lot on your mind. They want to talk to you. Because with women, it starts in our mind. It's an emotional thing first. We don't necessarily go straight physical, like, ooh, we finna screw. It don't start like that. It starts with little subtle things that build up into something else. And so for me, I've always been the type of person, I've never said what I wouldn't do. I mean, as far as like murdering somebody, yeah. But I've never said, I never do that. Now, I don't think that I will, but I know that because of things that have happened to me in my life and over time, there are things that I did in my past based on past experiences, and I look back now and I'm thinking, I can't believe I did that. Like, so I'm just saying, based on what happens to you in your life and things that happen as you change with ages and stages of life, things that you said you wouldn't do, things that you said you would do, you may not do anymore. So that for me I can't even believe that I had that mature mindset back then, but also it had a lot to do with the way that he basically approached showing me that he was serious about that not happening again, if you know what I'm saying.
Let's see.
Nothing. I saw some came up right there. So right.
She said, I feel like I hear that it happens often in marriage. Often I feel disappointed. It's like telling your kids that Santa is real and then telling them the magic is made up. Well, that's a good point. But I'll also say you have to realize that something is going to happen in your marriage, and you have to go into it knowing that, because if you think about it, Santa is a fantasy,
right?
You know what I'm saying?
And going into a marriage thinking that y'all ain't gonna have no issues. Of course, you don't want to think that it's gonna be cheating,
right?
You know what I'm saying? But
if it's not that,
but the financial issues, the communication piece of it, not feeling love, feeling distant,
arguing
betrayed,
all the time,
no closeness, no intimacy,
Amber.
all of those things hurt.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I know.
And the reality of it is this, Aisha, you don't know what your marriage is made of until you've went through something.
Right.
If it's always good, you know how many people buckle under pressure? Like, I know she got my back. Like, the things that we've been through in the 22 years, I know she got my back.
But I'm liking it. Go ahead.
I know that she's got my back. When things happen, when it gets hard and rough, I know she's not gonna, oh my God, it's too hard. You know what I'm saying? We both made the decision to commit to going through this thing and riding this thing out together. So without us having went through those things, of all the people that you've dealt with, not many of those people are going to tell you they haven't been through something. It may not be that. Your thing may not be infidelity. Your thing might be your husband might be controlling and manipulative to you.
Right.
But it's going to be something. But you have to be of the mindset that regardless of what happens, we're going to work through this thing.
Right. Absolutely. And I'm liking it too, just like in the with juvenile delinquents and stuff like that. We know people personally who made a mistake at 16 and 17 years old. And I'm not saying...
What's up, Chris?
I'm not saying that you're 16 and 17 years old, but for us, this happened early on in our marriage. And so now I will say that we have a successful marriage. Don't mean we happy all the time, but our marriage is a success. And so for people who have made a mistake when they were 18, 17, 16 years old, and you get, or 18, and you get stuck in this system for something that you did. You robbed a candy store because your baby needed Pampers, and now you got a felony. And here it is, 30 years later, you 40, you still can't get no job. Like,
let me loose.
What? Why? I've done everything that you wanted me to do. I've been an upstanding citizen.
What's up, Red Muscle? What's up, Condomo?
I pay my taxes. I've not gotten into any other trouble since then.
Since that
I'm
one
totally
incident.
not the same person again. But y'all keep holding me to what I did. That's who I was. That's what I did. That's not who I am. And so I look at that same thing with cheating. Again, it takes two people. One person has to be willing to allow to forgive, number one. And number two, the person who did the cheating has to be willing to show them that that's not, that they don't have a propensity to do it again. And
give them the time to heal from that,
right,
from that wrong.
Right. Especially if they want to be with you. Like, they want to be with you and they're sad and they're sorry and it was a mistake. And it's like, I'm not saying that you did this 50, 60,000 times, but a one-time mistake, you know what I'm saying? Like, everybody makes mistakes. To err is human. It's just what it is. And so I see what you're saying about, Santa Claus and, getting hyped up in Santa Claus or whatever, which I didn't want to take away. I didn't want to take that away from you. You know, all the kids was happy about Santa Claus, and then, you know, you get older and be like, why y'all didn't let me believe in Santa Claus? You know, that or whatever the case may be. But
hey, Delore.
Let's see. So then somebody says, still dealing with the thoughts and emotions. That's what he was talking about. Yeah, earlier.
Bro, it takes time.
It takes a lot of time.
It takes time. I mean, it doesn't. You can never do anything about your memories. But the thing about it is, you have to look at it and realize, okay, it's done. Are their actions reflecting what they said that they were going to do going forward? Mm-hmm. And just giving it time. You know, we're a big proponent of counseling.
Absolutely.
You know, have you went and got counseling together, and maybe you might need counseling by yourself as well to deal with the hurt that you're dealing with that situation. Right. And the thing about it is, if you're gonna decide to stay and be in it, you've got to. It's gonna take time, but you gotta decide to move on. Yeah. You gotta move on, because if you don't, if you keep looking behind you and looking in the past, it doesn't excuse it. It doesn't excuse what they did. Act. But if you keep looking behind, you'll never see what's in front of you. Right. And there's greater. And that's it. When you decide to stay, there's always going to be something greater on the side of enduring that thing. Right. And when you forgive, that doesn't mean that you're excusing their act. Mm-hmm. The forgiveness is for you, number one. That's number one. And also the forgiveness is so that you guys can move past it in the relationship if you're going to stay. Mm-hmm. That's the key. Yeah. If you're going to stay. Yeah. And even if you don't stay, you still have to forgive, because forgiveness is for you. We actually have a whole video on forgiveness. Right. And we talk about this in depth. Mm-hmm. But you have to give that person, if it's you or if it's the other person, you have to give that person time. And if it were you were the one that was cheated on, give yourself time. Mm-hmm. As long as they are doing their part to show you that they're remorseful and sorry. Turn that TV down. She's so gangster. That they're remorseful and sorry, then yes, just know that it's gonna take time. When they always say, when will what was the question? When will they get over it? When they get over it. I mean, it's different for every person. Right. It really, really is. And so hold on, because we got some questions over here. Okay. Lucrece said, I got cheated on once, but what if it happens twice? That's your choice. Yeah. It's
but cheated on once by the same twice by the same person, or are you saying you got cheated on once by this person and then you got cheated on again by another person?
I think let's not assume. We'll wait to hear back.
Yeah, that's what I don't want to assume. So are you saying that person cheated on you twice, or are you saying you got cheated on in two different relationships that made two times? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the difference. So yeah, let us know, Lucrece.
Amber said, if is the word some people take forgiveness to their advantage.
If is the word some people take forgiveness to their advantage. Oh, she's saying if is the word some people take forgiveness to their advantage. But again, if you feel like they're taking it to their advantage, that person is not showing you anything different. If you feel like they're taking advantage of your forgiveness. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to know, and you'll know that person if you've been with them. Mm-hmm. So it's not that we're saying, forgive them and then they gon', that's why I say forgiveness doesn't excuse the action. Mm-hmm. But you have to know that person has to show you that they're serious and that they ain't taking your kindness for weakness. Mm-hmm.
And then Lucrece said by two different relationships, but what if it happens by the same person? If it's two different people, then that's two different situations. Right. So you have to deal with each one accordingly. But if it's the same person and it happens twice, that's something that that's something that you have to work out within yourself. Absolutely. What are you going to deal with, and what are you going to tolerate?
What's the deal breaker?
Is it possible for someone to cheat twice and change? Absolutely.
Right.
But it's going to depend on if you're going to be around for that change. Right. Are you going to break up with them and say, well, when you get it together and I see something different, we can hook back up later? Right. Or are you going to say I'm done, I'm out? Right. And that's whichever you choose is your right to do.
Absolutely. But being in two separate situations and two different people cheating on you, that's going to make it hard for you to tolerate it with another person, because you feel like you keep getting cheated on. So then it's going to make it hard for you to tolerate if you get in another relationship and they cheat on you, And they could be the person you're supposed to be with and you stick it out with. But because these other 2 people cheated on you, it's like, oh, hell no, I ain't dealing with this no more. So those are things that you have to make sure that you deal with internally.
Sassy Chocolate, what's up?
Before going, I like that name, before going into another relationship. Mm-hmm. So that's hey, each individual person. That's all I'm saying.
Melvin said, can y'all do a video about how to know when you're ready to tie the knot? We will if you get all your friends and family and everybody to come in and join us on that, because most of the people be married, but we'd love to.
Yeah, absolutely.
Let's see. Aisha said, we are taught that fidelity is imperative to marriage, yet all I hear these days is that it's impossible. It makes me feel like I shouldn't date, let alone get married. I need exclusivity.
Oh, I don't want you to feel like that. Because with anything that you do, like, you're going to hear the good and you're going to hear the bad.
Right.
And every marriage has not dealt with infidelity.
Right. Not all of them.
A lot of them have.
Mm-hmm.
And it's because of the way of the world that we live in now. It's sex, and sex is everything. It's everywhere. But some people, that's what he was saying earlier, like, you're going to have an issue in marriage, period.
Mm-hmm.
It may not
Yours
be cheating.
may not be infidelity.
It may just be that we're bored.
Mm-hmm.
We're in a rut.
Right.
But I'm going to say to you, just like with any other area in life, there's going to be something. Mm-hmm. It is. Not to say that it's going to be, I'm not speaking tragic, it's going to be something tragic. Oh my God, something going to always happen. Absolutely not. But just like the saying goes, what it says, life is
a box of chocolates.
No. I can't remember the saying. I know you always say, 'tis life. Mm-hmm. Things happen in life. Mm-hmm. Hearing a no. That's a part of life. Mm-hmm. You're not going to always get what you want when you want it. Mm-hmm. It's a part of the process and the progress of getting you to where you want to be. Mm-hmm. And if you finding somebody, you want that exclusivity. Most people want exclusivity. Mm-hmm. Even people who are in open relationships, I feel like sometimes you kind of put that out there to kind of save yourself, shield yourself from the hurt, because I know you're going to cheat anyway. Or it might be because I want to do it. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So it just depends on you individually. But I don't want you to feel like that your Mr. Right is not out there and that you're going to get somebody and he going to cheat on you. Please don't do that, because it's not even fair to him. Because then, he could get with you and be like, oh, well, all these black women are saying they angry, they got an attitude, they don't know how to submit.
What's up, 2 uncles on tonight?
So it's not to say that you can't meet somebody and y'all have a harmonious, beautiful love story. Mm-hmm. That's not to say when you get to the end of 50 and 60 years, you're not going to be able to tell somebody, well, girl, let me tell you something, though. When you're married, he going to get on your nerve. You know what I'm saying? There's going to be something. It doesn't always have to be cheating. Mm-hmm. So I'm not saying that everybody's cheating, because I know marriages where there hasn't been any cheating. That's what they tell us, of course. But you also have to know that when you get married, you don't go blind. There's always going to be, the temptation is always going to be there. Even for you, Pink, the temptation is always going to be there. Just even in time.
And you will become more desirable.
You're going to become more desirable to the other people.
Yep.
Because you married now. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
It's like a magnet.
Like, you ain't going to be paying no attention to them. Don't get me wrong. But as time progresses and things happen, just know that your Mr. Right is out there. That he's not going to cheat on you. Don't go into the mentality thinking, I don't want to even be with nobody because they just going to cheat on me. That's not true. Because if that was my mentality to say, well, I don't even want to be with him because he gonna cheat again, and then whoever other man I be with, they gonna cheat on me too. You sold yourself out of a happy relationship.
And then you got to think about it like scales. If you have more of, because you think about it, cheating is a big deal. We're not taking anything away from that, but guess what? There have been more good things that have happened in our relationship that have outweighed the fact of that happening. Right. You know what I'm saying?
And now we can talk about this openly. I'm not hurt behind it anymore. That happened for us. I don't even know how many years it would go. Probably 15. I don't even know. It was a long time ago. Yeah. But then there still have been other things that happened in our marriage that wasn't 20 years ago. Mm-hmm. But what I'm saying is, if I would have just had the mindset, oh well, he gonna cheat again, and every other man gonna do the same thing, I would have sold myself out of a beautiful thing. Because marriage is supposed to be beautiful. It's supposed to be healing. It's supposed to be a help and and just this harmonious, beautiful love story. And it is. It's supposed to be. And it can be.
And it is.
But it is.
Right.
And it is for us. I'm speaking for me. I can say this now. If you would have asked me this about 7 years ago, I wouldn't be saying this. But I can say this now. Yeah, 7. I'm talking about 7. But I can say this now, and I'm so grateful to God that we stuck in here. Because
our daughter wouldn't even be here.
Right. It comes with sometimes with the ages and stages of life, with the maturity of everything, you know.
Right.
So
let's see. Arcita said most going into marriage with the expectations. However, life happens. Mistakes can be made, but a mistake doesn't happen again and again. Agreed.
That's it, Arcita. Life happens, girl. That's what I was trying to say.
That's what
I'm over talking about life. I couldn't even think of it. Life happens. That's what I meant to say.
Miss Edmonds saying you can't go into a marriage in the mindset of it being a fairy tale, perfect, flawless. Yeah, that's true. Let's see.
But you can always don't go into the mindset, into the marriage thinking the worst either. Don't think the pits on your marriage. You know what I'm saying? Just knowing that there are gonna be some ups and downs, some peaks and valleys, but that's a part of it. That's all it is. Please go into it with real love for your mate, and love will get you through it. Hey, Pat. And then she said, I expect issues, but not cheating. This is good insight, though. It helps to realign expectations. It's hard because people expect perfection in dating. Relationships barely make it to marriage. What happened to the rest of it?
I guess it got cut off.
Maybe it says these days. You're right, Pink. You're right. All these, what did you call it? Expectations in dating and all this perfection in dating. Dating don't mean nothing. Dating ain't no obligation in dating. A lot of times when you dating, that's the representative. It ain't the real person. No way. You gotta
Hey, star on site.
Get through the mess. Filter through the mush. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you. We appreciate it. Aisha, she said thank you for the insight.
Thank you, Pink.
We gonna keep it 100.
Thank you,
and
Pink.
Look, the way the marriage is not cookie cutter by any stretch of the imagination. You take what you get out of these talks with us and you mold it into your relationship and make it work. That's what we always say. Right.
And, hey, Rotavia, I didn't even know you was on here. Thanks, girl. She said, I can forgive and I will allow him to make it right, but I won't keep allowing you to keep hurting me.
And
absolutely.
That's called abuse.
Absolutely.
That's called abuse. Abnormal abuse means abnormal use.
You get to either be in or out. You get to be a willing participant in the way someone is treating you. That's all I'm saying. But it seems like a lot of times with marriage and love and relationships, people don't give the same reason and logic to that they would anything else in life. So, you guys, what happened? Love yourself enough to say, I won't let you continue. Sorry, you got to love you enough to know I won't keep. Yeah, that's right. That's right, Miss Pat. Sassy chocolate. Try it if you want to. That she must have made a comment up there earlier. You guys are so real and open. Oh, thanks, Tavia.
Thank you, Tavia.
Don't expect cheating either. Exactly.
Yeah, don't expect it. Right.
She's gonna tell it, Jamie. Ursula said, expect the best possible marriage you can have in the present moment because it will evolve by experiences bumps along the road. That's true. That's true.
That's it right there.
Go into it with an expecting goodness, expecting good things. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Having a mentality that life happens, but I'm going into this thing thinking great things. Unless you've already given me some telltale signs that it ain't gonna be great, you know. Because sometimes we know before we go, but we go anyway. The misconceptions, thinking, oh, well, when we get married, it'll be all right. When we get married, he'll do better. Oh, we get married, I can just change him. I just do this enough, and he'll probably change because I'll be so good to him. No, that's no. I'm telling you, no.
Hey, Nat.
She said ditto at TB Ellie.
So Amber said, "Is it an obligation when you're shacking? What is an obligation?"
Angry black woman. Yeah, what you mean, Amber? Is what an obligation when you're shacking? Cheating?
We're gonna actually have to make this 2 parts, y'all. We got the 1 point.
Yeah, so we'll finish these next week.
And y'all know what? Whenever we start talking about cheating, that's where we be.
Cheating and unforgiveness and stuff like that.
Cheating.
This is where a lot of people get stuck.
Mm-hmm.
This is where a lot of marriages there's a breakdown, because not only is it the cheating, it's the aftermath of the cheating, because you can salvage a relationship after cheating. Mm-hmm. You really can. It's harder for, sometimes it says harder for men because they can't, oh my God, I can't.
Like on what was that movie, The Best Man, when he was at the altar?
And he's still married.
Lord.
He still married his wife, but guess what?
You see how he was crying?
But guess what though?
Yeah.
You know your dirt. You know what you did.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? And when that happened, I don't even think they were together. I think they had broke up or something for like a minute or something.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, you know your dirt. You know what you did, and you may think that you are the most like what's that man's name? Kanye. He say we're all self-conscious. I'm just the first to admit it. Come on, y'all. We all have thoughts. We all have temptations. Everybody does. You can say that you don't. If you don't, good for you. But I'm gonna say I do. Even to this day, if you see a good-looking man or you see a good-looking woman that's attractive, you don't go blind. I mean, it's reality. There may even be people that you feel like you are more, that you have more chemistry with. But also know, the grass ain't always greener, and that ain't always cleaner, as my friend would say. But being real though, the temptation is there. Temptation it's gonna always be there. It's not going anywhere. It's not. We live in this world, and like I said, because of the social media and the craze and the frenzy of everything being sexy and the bad bosses and the dime pieces and all of that, you got this everywhere. Folks got 22-inch hair, and I ain't tripping because I'll wear me some in a minute.
What's up, making Molly moves?
Everybody got big booties. They got nice breasts. Everybody got the tummy tucks. I mean, everybody is looking perfect. Everybody is looking good. So there's always something to see. Men have pec implants. You know what I'm saying? They getting liposuction and things did to their bodies these days too, with the beards and the
beard implants?
The Beijing wraps and everything. They talk about women being fake. There's some fakeness out here with men too, but the women like it.
They gonna keep doing it.
And that's what I'm saying, because what women do, they do for men, and what men do, they do for women. So just knowing that the temptation is there is what you do with the temptation. A seed gonna always be dropped.
For real. Calf implants too.
A seed gonna always be dropped, but are you going to water it is the question.
Yep.
That's all I'm saying. So.
And she said, when you said there is no obligation when dating.
No, what was the question? She said, even when living together? Oh, when you're shacking. Even when you're shacking.
Yeah.
Because if I get up tomorrow and say, I don't want to be with him. He ain't, I mean, what? We ain't got to get no divorce. We ain't got to go see no lawyer. I don't have no ties to him. Texas is a joint state.
Go ahead.
Texas is a joint state. So that means that y'all gonna have to be splitting assets. But when you are living with somebody, I mean, I know now, like with the whole common law marriage and stuff, you live with somebody for 6 months, they basically
that's their crib too.
They say that y'all married. We're dealing in real estate, and we've had this happen. These people are not even married, but she's been there 6 months. He want to sell his house, but she say, I'm not leaving. Her house ain't even on the deed nowhere. Her name, yeah.
Yeah.
Her name ain't on the house of the deed nowhere.
He bought the house before he even met her.
Before he met her. But he can't get out of it because she said, I'm not leaving. But he don't have no obligation to her, so guess what he did? He left the house. He gone. He moved.
He went and got his own crib.
He live in another apartment because he want to get away from her because he don't have no obligation.
None.
But now he's trying to figure out how I'm going to get my house from under her. You know what I'm saying? So, ain't no obligations. I mean, hey, it just is what it is. It's harsh and it's the hard reality, but we talk to a lot of people and we hear a lot of stuff that's so sad. People being engaged and even called off the engagement. I mean, they had the right to do that. Mm-hmm. But if you're married, you don't have the right to just walk out this house and just leave me. You don't.
Because you can. Still attached.
You can, but you obligated to this marriage.
Hey, Sandra.
Hey, Sandra, thanks for joining us. Oh, thank you, girl. Thank you. Angela, like she can hear me. But yeah, so. These alarms. It's time for me to take my vitamins. But yeah, so that means that we've been on here a long time for my alarm to be on.
1:39.
All right.
So y'all, check it out. We have been on for a while, and we're gonna put a pin in this, and we're gonna pick this up next week because we still got read that one right there.
She said she thought I said pecker implants. Look, they do that too.
There's actually a. I ain't gonna say it.
Y'all, it's a lot going on out here that I ain't even know. I mean, they can get steel rods, and it's amazing. It's amazing. So
we're gonna sign off. No, we're gonna ask. Are there any other questions? Oh, we just got one.
Thanks, Pink Glitter Bug. Please be tuned in to us.
Yeah.
She says,
okay, we got crazy, one more question. Promise.
We're taking one more question. Okay, so my husband and I have been married 18 years. We've been through ups and downs. Matter of fact, yesterday was a down. We lost everything. Oh, we own in the fire, but we have each other through the grace of God. Amen. Oh, Sandra, I'm so sorry to hear that. And you said, okay, so where are y'all? Like, where are you? Are you in Texas? Do y'all have children? Let me know what ages so we can maybe try to get some stuff sent to y'all. What do y'all need? Like, do you need something? I mean, I'm sure you need something. But yeah, let us know. Oh God, that's horrible. And see, this is the kind of stuff that we talk about that puts things in perspective. We talking about, oh, I'm mad at you because you didn't wash the dishes and you didn't, fold the clothes. And these people been married 18 years and have lost everything in the fire. But you, like she said, we have each other. Oh, let's see.
In Las Vegas.
Oh, y'all in Vegas girl, I can't even imagine. That's rough. That's rough. I had a friend that happened to when we were little. They lost everything. One son, 15 years old. Okay.
Sandra, message us so we can talk to you afterwards.
Please do.
Yeah, send us a message on Marriage is Real.
Yes, please do, so we can see, maybe I can try
to
see
some people are already asking what are the size of the children. So yeah, send us a message.
Yeah, she said that she has Tiffany, she said she got one 15-year-old son, and yeah, what's his size, Sandra? Yeah, so send us a message.
Message us, please.
Because our view, we have beautiful viewers that love people.
What's up, Aaron?
And so, we may be able to get y'all some stuff sent out there to help you out. I just hate that happened for you. But I think that your perspective is beautiful. And I love that you said that regardless of this hard time, y'all still have each other. And that's the purpose of marriage. That's the purpose. Because even in this, as devastating as it is, y'all still have each other. Very devastating. You don't even know. Wait, we have nothing. What does it say?
Have nothing.
So she welcomes it. Okay, yes, please inbox us you can inbox us to DM us in Facebook, Marriage is Real, or Instagram Marriage is Real, but you're on Facebook, so you can Facebook us, message us to Marriage is Real so we can get your information.
And people that are still tuned in, if you guys want to help out, they're
in Las Vegas. She said anything, she is so welcome because they have nothing. So, y'all can message us as well. Once we get the information with her, from her, we can let y'all know what they say they need if y'all want to send some stuff. I appreciate it. I love our viewers. It's so sweet. I love it. So.
Thank you, Lucrece. She said she got clothes for days.
Yes, and see, that's what I'm saying. Like, we have a 17-year-old, so we may be able to help you guys out with some stuff if you need anything. But I'm glad you were even tuned in at a time like that. At a time like that, you're still tuned in.
Right.
Hope, trying to make the marriage stronger and grow together, because that's what it's all about. It really is. Even in cheating, even when somebody has cheated on you, that person can still love you like nobody has ever loved you before. They just made a mistake. So, but y'all, we're going to go ahead.
T-Bay said, first time tuning in, thoroughly enjoyed it tonight. T-Bay, we here every Monday.
Marriage Monday. Your name right, T-Bay.
T-Bay. Like Bayon, or is it
T-Bay Ellie?
Yeah. Or is it L? T-Bay-L?
T-Bay-L or T-Bay-L?
Or is it T-Bell?
It ain't T-Bell. It's an underscore in the middle.
But yeah, we're here every Monday at 7:30 Central Standard Time.
How you say it? They said no, we're not saying it right. How do you say it? Can you spell it phonetically?
TBL.
TBL. See.
I saw Bay. I'm like Beyonce.
TBL. Thank you so much for joining. Please tune in again on
next
Monday.
Week. If y'all
we're
need
here every Monday. Tell your friends.
Get in contact with us. Everything is Marriage is Real.
Tell your sisters and your cousins.
And share. Please share. I know it was long, but hey, when we get to unpacking, it's getting unpacked.
Oh, she said even through these times of watching you all, I can still smile. Oh, thank you so much, Sandra. Bless you and your family, and yes, please don't forget to send us that information because we really want to look into.
Thank you, Tanisha. That's my homegirl from the old school right there, Brook Hollow.
Hi, Tanisha from Brook Hollow.
She just celebrated her 1 year anniversary. That's what I was saying.
Oh wow! Congratulations! Yeah. Oh, she's the one that said thank you, and I was like, well, okay. Oh, girl, honeymoon phase. I hope. Praise the Lord Jesus.
All right, y'all. We're gonna take it. I made some chili 2 days ago, so I'm finna go eat me some chili.
And I just
it's organic.
Today.
I knew you did.
I did. I put some more beans in there, some more beans.
I ain't want no more. I can't eat that many beans.
Yes, you can. They're kidney beans. And they're organic and a BPA free clean. Okay, y'all. We love y'all so much.
TBL is Sexy Chocolate's fiance. That's what I knew. Y'all knew each other. I could tell by the way y'all was talking. I was like, something up with this.
I couldn't tell because I was really into the thing. Yeah, please tune in again next week and tell your friends.
Yeah, share.
And let us know when y'all get married. Yes, because they fiance, so y'all
make sure we shout y'all out.
Yeah, so we can shout y'all out. Send us some pictures.
Come on through, guys. You know I got a bowl of chili for you.
And let us know where y'all tuning in from. Y'all know we from Texas. I'm saying from, and y'all.
From is a preposition.
No, the way I said it. From.
From.
Y'all come back now. You hear? Come back.
TBL, where y'all from? We're going to let y'all go though, for real.
Charlotte, North Carolina.
North Carolina in the building. Thank y'all for joining us. So if y'all have any questions, if y'all got any premarital questions, TBL and Sexy Chocolate, holler at us. We do that too. In fact, we doing that tomorrow night with a couple. So that's what we're here for. We working on getting us some certifications and stuff. We ain't playing with y'all from the 99 to the 2000s. You know what I'm saying?
Why you keep saying that?
Saying.
Oh Lord, you
get some certifications and stuff on y'all. We ain't playing.
Okay, thank you, Sandra. But yeah, send us that information, and we will see y'all next week
for another Marriage Time, same channel,
same time, same place.
I know what you're gonna say.
So anyway,
appreciate it, dog.
Tune in again next week for
another Marriage Monday, 7:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. Y'all have a good night.
Peace.
Peace.